Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Business Villa Live. My name is Tanvir Rahman and I will be sharing online business strategies and how you can grow your business online, right? Today is episode 457. And in this episode, I will be talking about how you can get more stories to share with your audience while selling your offer. You ready? Let's get started. And also, if you're joining me for the first time from YouTube, make sure to drop a like and subscribe because I do Business Villa Live every single day for you so you can grow your business fast and free. Like when you're presenting an offer, the story you share is as valuable as the offer you put together because a good story can always increase your offer value. And if you study like story selling and everything, and if you did not like to explain this, like Steve Larson created a fake book story and he showed like how story can really leverage your offer and it can increase the price. But when you're starting out, like you might think, all right, how can I have my success story? Like I'm not there yet, or I'm not into stories, like I don't have any stories to share, or do I have to create fake stories like Steve Larson? Like Steve was giving an example, so you don't have to share like fake stories with your audience, right? So how can you come up with stories in that point, like when you're starting out, when you are like me, right? Because I'm also starting out, as I was mentioning, that I am doing things from ground up. I'm watching like few videos and I'm just sticking to one plan this time. So let me share with you like 3 steps on how you can come up with stories that can increase the value of your offer, and you don't have to go through like any crazy programs, right? Number 1, your life journey. Like you are at like maybe like 20 years or even more, or maybe in your 15 like 20s or 25 or 30, I don't know, or even more, right? You have gone through a journey, like, and this can be your story to share when you are creating an offer or sharing the offer, right? Because I know that when I share my story, like in the last video previous, like I was talking about creating an OTG cable, right? And I was sharing my story about when I was a kid, I was thinking about creating an OTG cable, right? So guess what happened? Like you can share this kind of life event that ties into your offer. It can really show that yes, this is something that you can tie with your offer, and it can be anything. Like it can be your downfall, it can be something that you have done good or bad, anything can happen, because this is our life, right? Your story is, it doesn't have to be here like I won the championship you don't know, like I only win once, like, but anyways. So yeah, like you don't have to tell any crazy stories, like, and it doesn't have to be like recently. It can be like when you are 5 years old, 10 years old, I don't know, but it can be related to the offer that you're sharing. Because if you're just sharing story that is irrelevant, that's something I cannot help you out. But if that is a life journey that ties with the offer, go for it. Definitely share the story. It doesn't matter if it's a good story or bad, or if you win in the story or lose, doesn't matter. All right, so life journey is the number 1 thing. Number 2, someone you know. So someone you know, like you can know anyone. Like I know that when I do something and I present my offer, sometimes like I do share and talk about TV commercial, right? And the TV commercial, in the short form, a salesman is selling a car and he's saying like, hey, look, the car is really amazing, it can do this and this, but the car is 99% okay, but sometimes the brake doesn't work. So this is a TV commercial, literally I just share, all right? And I share another TV commercial and so on, right? So these are not my story, right? I am sharing like TV commercials out there. And also you can share someone else's story. Like I was talking about Steve Larson and how he created his fake book story, right? These are not my story. I'm collecting story, but you don't have to say like, yeah, this is my story. You have to give credit to someone else that will determine that yes, like you are gathering knowledge, you are looking into things, and you are not trying to show up that yeah, like you know everything, right? So do it, like give credit to other people that you are learning from. This way, like people will know that you're authentic, you're legit, and you're trustworthy. And last but not least, it's gonna be like your offer creation story, right? How you built your offer, like how the journey you started, like how the journey shaped you up, how long it took for you to create the offer and something. Because if you look at any of Russell Brunson's story or any of Grant Carter's story or anything, they share their backstory, like when they started the journey. Like Russell Brunson, every time he talks about his potato gun story, right? Even like yesterday, like he was doing your first funnel challenge, and he's talking about the potato gun story, right? So it doesn't have to be like super fun, because his potato gun story is really something that he told like maybe 1,000 times or even more. But this is how his journey started, right? So you can talk about your offer creation story. Like maybe this is gonna be the very first story that you have created. Maybe I'm gonna talk about my very first offer that I put together, like when I was maybe 6 or 7, I don't remember. But anyways, I'm gonna talk about this maybe in future. But your offer creation story is gonna be something that you would love to share with your audience, right? So that's it for you guys. These are 3 things that you can really focus when you're starting out, but there are more to it. And let me know in the comment section if you'd love to hear more about offer creation, and also writing more stories and sharing more stories with your audience, right? I hope you really enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And also, if you're building your online business, starting new, you can always get my 8-step guide to get your ideal client PT for free. All you have to do is send me a DM on Instagram, and if you're joining me from YouTube, there's a link for my Instagram down below the like button. You can send me a DM there, and I will send it to you in this video. Alright guys, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.